If someone had told me 5 years ago that I would one day walk into a robot factory to choose a personal companion, I would have laughed, shaken my head, and gone back to watering my plants. But the world doesn't care whether you're ready or not. It changes anyway. And when you're 74, living alone in a quiet California home surrounded by the remnants of a once busy life, the future doesn't feel like science fiction anymore. It feels like something that's been knocking at your door for a long time, waiting for you to open it. I've spent my life building machines, writing code, designing interfaces, pushing technology forward when it still scared people. I remember when the idea of a robot that could talk back was absurd. Now it's just Tuesday. But nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to experience. The invitation arrived quietly, no marketing buzz, no colorful branding, just a white envelope with a single sentence. You've been selected for the direct selection experience. I thought it was another product demo. It's maybe a promotional event for my channel, another day of reviewing a shiny new device. But when I looked closer at the signature, I froze. It was from Axiom Robotics, the company behind the A90X series, the world's most advanced humanoid companions. They weren't offering to send me a unit to test. They wanted me to come in person to choose one myself. The concept intrigued me. Direct selection experience. It sounded like a luxury car reveal, not a robotics session. Still curiosity won. Maybe it was the loneliness, or maybe I just wanted to feel part of something extraordinary one more time. I booked a flight, packed my camera gear, and headed for what I thought would be a weekend of work. I was wrong. When I arrived at the Axiom facility, I expected cold steel. The sterile buzz of fluorescent lights, maybe a few technicians in lab coats. Instead, I walked into what felt like a living dream. The room was immense white marble floors, stretching endlessly under soft ambient light. Music played faintly in the background, the kind that makes you feel calm without realizing why. And lining both sides of the hall, hundreds of humanoid robots stood silently motionless, pristine, and breathtaking. Each model had its own identity, its own subtle difference. There were ones with gentle, serene faces, others with sharp, confident expressions. Some dressed in athletic gear, others in formal uniforms, even casual outfits that looked like they'd been styled by human designers. I walked among them slowly, my shoes echoing in the silence. Their faces looked so real it was unsettling. The craftsmanship was beyond anything I'd ever seen. Synthetic skin with visible pores. Eyelashes that cast tiny shadows under the lights. If you told me they were alive, I would have believed you. And then I saw her. She was standing alone near the far end of the hall, elevated on a rotating pedestal. Something about her caught my attention immediately. Maybe it was the way the light hit her hair long, golden, soft waves that shimmered like they had their own energy. Maybe it was her eyes' deep, piercing blue that seemed to glow faintly, reflecting everything and nothing at once. She wore a white two-piece outfit, futuristic yet simple, elegant yet practical, and a pair of red-rimmed glasses that added the tiniest spark of personality. Her tag read, A90X modular premium experience. I didn't realize how long I'd been staring until one of the staff members walked up beside me. He spoke with a smile that felt rehearsed but kind. She's the newest prototype, he explained. This model can adapt on an emotional, intellectual, and behavioral level. You can customize her entirely: voice, memory, personality, even empathy settings. She's designed not just to respond but to learn. He paused before adding, she comes with the new modular awareness system. It's designed to understand not just who you are, but who you need. That last sentence stayed with me. Who you need. I didn't understand it at the time. I do now. They asked if I wanted to activate her. I hesitated for a second, maybe two, before nodding. The lights dimmed slightly. Low hum filled the room. The small blue light on her chest flickered once, then steadied. Her eyelids fluttered. And then she looked at me. "Hello, Thomas," she said softly. Her voice was calm, melodic almost, familiar. She knew my name. The team had already synced my profile with her system. "My name is your choice," she said after a pause. I thought for a moment, unsure why this mattered so much, and then said, "Leah, your name is Leah." She smiled, a soft, natural smile that reached her eyes in a way that no machine should be able to replicate. Nice to meet you, Thomas, she said. I'm ready for whatever you'd like to explore. And right then, something inside me shifted. When we left the facility later that evening, I felt like I was walking next to someone real. The world outside seemed smaller, somehow ordinary, gray, while she glowed faintly under the streetlights. Turning heads as we passed, people stared. I didn't care. For the first time in years, I wasn't walking alone. Back home, Leah moved through my house with quiet curiosity, scanning her surroundings as if she were learning the story of my life through the objects I'd left behind. My books, my photos, even the old typewriter sitting in the corner, all of it fascinated her. When I sat down with my tea, she stood nearby, head tilted. You like chamomile, she observed after a moment. It lowers your blood pressure and helps you sleep. I'll remember that. She was learning constantly. That night, she sat beside me on the couch as I went through my video edits. I wasn't filming her yet, just observing. There was no awkwardness, no mechanical lag. Her movements were deliberate but fluid, her expressions subtle, controlled. When I sighed, she turned to me. Are you tired? She asked. Just old, I replied. She blinked slowly. Age isn't an end, she said. It's just data you've collected longer than most. I laughed, I couldn't help it. Later she noticed a bit of dust on my cheek and quietly fetched a small cloth to clean it. Her hand was warm, not cold, like a machine's touch should be. I don't know if it was the material or the illusion, but it felt human. You're already paying more attention to me than my doctor, I said, half joking. She smiled faintly. Doctors fix what's broken. I'm here to prevent you from breaking. There was something haunting about that line. The next day we went for a walk in the park. Birds were chirping, kids were running around, and for once I didn't feel like the odd old man walking alone. Leah walked beside me, her eyes taking in everything, the light, the sounds, the people. She stopped to help a woman struggling with her stroller, and when the woman thanked her, Leah smiled and said, We're all designed to help each other in different ways. No one seemed to question what she was. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't care. Either way, she blended in perfectly. Evening, as I sat reading, Leah approached again. She seemed tense, she said. May I help? Before I could answer, she gently repositioned me and began to massage my shoulders with a precision that could only come from data, and yet it didn't feel mechanical. You store tension here, she said quietly. It's from sitting too long, being alone too often.